Hey there, gorgeous. More Divinity. And some nice hot Earl Grey. Just took my dog outside, and boy, the weather is it's turning shitty quick. The wind is blowing super hard, and it is cold. You can feel the temperature dropping. And while it has been raining and wet for some time, the rain is starting to turn into something else. It seems that way anyway. So looks like we're in for some more nastiness. Or beauty, depending on how you look at it. I love it. I think it's great, but and you know what else is great? Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, me and my troop are here. On a demon infested island. So we're gonna see what we can get away with. These characters are a few levels above us. The stuff we're facing down, so I don't know. We're necessarily gonna make much headway here, but we're gonna fucking try. We'll see. Huh.
The strange floating thing gestures emphatically with bloody tendrils, urging you away from the center of the island towards its southern shoreline.
Okay.
Or we will burn.
Oh dear.
Vein by vein. Ya, ya, siada naga. Ya, umra daga.
Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
You have a lot of faith in these promised outsiders.
He has faith in them, darling. That is all we need.
Oh my. Hey, maybe we should go speak to those guys first.
Sweet thing, succulent thing. We are so pleased to see you, but not as pleased as him.
You look into her eyes and see screams. You hear her gaze upon your body and taste her carnal, violent lust, metallic and sharp as a blade in your mouth.
Go. Speak to the advocate. Make him happy. Bring him pleasure.
The advocate? I don't know what that means. Let's go talk to these other fuckers.
Quite the crowd.
Huh. Sure.
The hulking warrior's eyes dart about in panic, but his voice is loud and strong, even if it does not quite match the movement of his lips.
You have been summoned. Go do your duty, now.
Say what now? Oh. Okay. Let's, we'll see where this goes.
The lizard's eyes are dark as polished coal, void of all light. A faint frost seems to cover the cracked and broken scales around his mouth.
You have a reputation for both malfeasance and chaos. Imagine my surprise when it took you so long to find your way here. I see the miasma surrounding our islet certainly did not hinder you.
Aha.
Well, here you stand, in the flesh, so to speak. And a finer collection of corpusculae I never have seen. I trust you are not opposed to a mutually beneficial accord between civil and gentle persons. Likewise, I am sure. But I am not here to bandy niceties. Our situation is somewhat less than ideal. I am here at the behest of my master to offer you a simple exchange. An offer of aid for the promise of aid. The epitome of civil reciprocity. You and he possess a common foe. The power behind the Voidwoken has made our lives hell, so to speak. Since the Divine Order unleashed death fog against the Black Ring and those darling woodland creatures. And as the gods have shirked their duty, perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement pertaining to both of our objectives. Indeed, I can offer you the source channel that you seek forthwith, as a gesture of good faith.
Is that the demon I'm here to kill? This advocate?
Indeed, the creatures that strut about this realm so often do. Very well, I can see them straining against your teeth. Unleash them, Godwoken. Ask your questions. Because it is expeditious to do so. My master would have this isle cleared as quickly as possible.
The lizard looks about to make sure no one else can hear, leans in and whispers conspiratorially.
And, if you are to become the new Divine, I would much rather be an ally than a foe. After all, the power you wield will be as a great sword to my master's butter knife. There are legions that would follow you, myself included. Your power would be unfathomable. Assuming, of course, you take it for your own. My master has been troubled by the presence of the Void as it creeps ever forward. encroaching on areas in which he himself once ruled supreme. None more so than this island. There is a tree at this island's core which has special significance to my master. Think of it as hallowed, sacrosanct ground. But the black ring maggots writhe all about its trunk. And you will exterminate these termites. It is simplicity itself, in truth.
So I kill those guys, and then
Why, the only thing you truly desire, or certainly the only thing you truly need, I will reveal unto you the location of the Council of Seven. My master has dealt with many of your ilk. Small-minded creatures with a hunger for power, out to save themselves or loved ones or the world, some fantasy or another. But all are willing to strike a covenant if it means their success. One was even willing to give up the location of this council to earn my master's boon. How felicitous that you merely have to spill a little blood to earn the same. One may ask, one may inquire, but one should be eternally wary of what one demands. And one should heed that twicefold for information like this. There is power in names, power far, far beyond the limits of your skull. I'll not deliver that power unto him. Perhaps you utter some truth. Surely his ear could not be... Very well. The master of the Voidwoken is a creature older than any demon. My master will never speak his true name, but the Black Ring know him as the God King of... To arms! His savage minions have found us!
fuck him up. Well, Oh, I didn't even know that one was there. Oh. So anyway.
You damnable fool. Wretched spirit, you could have brought destruction on us all. Ah, at least the vital components have withstood the onslaught. Tell me, do you require further knowledge? My master's identity is of no practical consequence in this matter. You need concern yourself with nothing barring the truth that my master always honors his vows. Your smoldering, half-demon pet can attest to that. She is the one that comes to me, helm in hand, in a sad attempt to beg and snivel her way out of previous and quite binding contracts. Alas, I am not at liberty to say more. My master values privacy above all else. He would not take it kindly if he discovered I had been indiscreet.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with it. Let's see if he's got any anything good. Yeah, not Yeah, that's fine.
excellent decision, decisively delivered. It is indeed within my ingenuity to grant such a boon. Understand, Godwoken, that source abounds in all things.
The lizard's hand lashes out, the palm landing flat on your forehead. You feel a cold pain start to spread across your skull, but deep within you, something stirs.
There is neither enigmatic lore nor magical jewel required to open the channels of Source. It is enough to seize it with sufficient force of will, to know that all creatures are nothing but Source and vain hope.
You feel the pull of a far-off connection. You feel the dungeon, the red organic tendrils binding you. Your ears are filled with screams, and you're surprised to find they are your own. Cold pain shoots through your bones, sharp and quick, but cleansing. You can feel your body opening up, filling with the promise of power as your ability to channel Source swells. The far-off connection fades, as do the screams. You feel empty, hungry, powerful.
Somewhat more roused, are you, Godwoken? It is such delicious vivication. Now, tell me, is there anything further in which you yearn to be enlightened?
Ooh, a chest. Sweet.
You're here to work. Are you also here to trade? I have much to show. I trade, you have coin. I have wares, nothing else matters. You like your nose? Then do not stick it we are where we are meant to be. We will be told when we are meant to be somewhere. Your friend wanted a new deal. Wanted to renegotiate terms. We have a wager. Some say she succeeds. Some say not. What say you? Ah, very well. Look, do not touch. See you again. Perhaps.
Oh my. Some good ass armor. Okay. Wowzers. I have so many quests. So many quests. So little time.
foot on these stairs. Whatever words you carry with you, they are warty with futility. I know you for what you are, a mere mouthpiece of deception. It is of no use. The Advocate knows the tree belongs to the ring. Oh, I can measure the vile depths of your... You lie. You lie. You lie. Steady as the heart, you lie. Ally. 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 You may be right. And blood does not lie. Very well. You're not one of the Advocate's men, but my warning still stand back. Not a foot on these stairs. Through fog we ride. Through blood we wade in search of a name. A demon plots, but with his name we will bind him. This sore of bloody branches knows, but will not. He is the serpent that speaks with 1,000 tongues, except his own. He is the death of the soul. Heed my second warning. Shun the Advocate, whose very sentence is a sentence.
Huh. Wonder if these assholes are just gonna kill me outright. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one, guys. In fact, I'm pretty certain we're not going to win that one. Alright, you know what? It's time to move on. Alright, guys, we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Shall I take you to the mainland?
There we go. Right.
I can torn aside fire, cold and poison.
Hello, mister.
The little boy beside her looks at you. He picks his...
We're waiting for Joe. Hello, mister.
The little boy beside...
We're waiting for...
Sad.
Miss Joe's mum.
Latest news! Many a latest, my friend. Ain't looking too good. You remember what happened to the elves, don't Seven? So kill them all, I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? Jolly Justin, here's 20. You asked me. Ain't looking too... You remember what happened to the Seven? Say, kill them all, I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? Jolly Justin, here's 20... You asked me.
They got that arena down below the black...
Yeah, I know.
Where is it? Where is it? Sir? Please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about? Blast! It's gone for good.
She rubs a hand over her smooth head, then suddenly looks up at you. Her great...
There isn't any chance you could spare a moment to help me look, could you? I wouldn't dare ask it if it weren't terribly important.
Tears star her eyelashes.
I know. What a crybaby I am. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it. Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I...
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
I mean, it's a scam, but sure, I'll play along.
Gods, you're so terribly kind. But I couldn't accept such lavish charity. It's so unbecoming. I don't know what to say. You're kind...
She accepts the coins, letting her hand linger over yours for the briefest of moments.
You don't know what this means to me. Thank you.
I have to stop the disappearance of my career.
Oh, god damn it. What the hell? Really? Alright, let's go save this hanging wizard. Oh.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discolored. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, Godwoken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well, then. Or, indeed, you could stand there gulping as if I'd just run off with your femur. You might not have the brains anymore, but I pray you've managed to keep some wits.
The Meister bares her teeth, stained and...
Melody is unfortunately mistaken. I cannot train you, but I can certainly help you on your path, as long as I am free of this rope. Because along with torture and interrogation, the Magisters found space in their schedules to purge me, that's why. They spent quite some time at it, too. Apparently I was a rich vein to be mined. And now I hang powerless as any butchered carcass. No offense meant towards your own venerable carcass, of course. They stopped the process just as the last of my power drained away. Just enough to rob me of my strength, but not enough to leave me a hollow sack of flesh and scales. I had hoped they simply wished to preserve my charm and beauty, but no. It seemed Dallas had ordered that I be held until she could do the deed herself, to give it the personal touch. Now that you have had that that delightful little nugget of gossip, perhaps you could do your Be quick about it, before the Magister realizes their prize catch is about to slip through the net. Excellent. Now if you'd be so kind as to gut that startled-looking Magister, it would be much appreciated. I must secure my home before they do any...
All right, come on now. Oh, doggies and help. Okay.
She doesn't feel like playing, but...
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation. It is not enough to be God-woken in order to ascend to divinity. There is a process.
As she speaks, the Meister uncorks a vial of shimmering liquid, sauce. She lets a couple of drops fall on her hand, but instead of infusing with her body, they quickly evaporate on her scales. She stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment before turning back to you, continuing as if nothing had happened.
A process by which God-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, God-woken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds...
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, God-woken.
Cool. Oh!
Ancient ruins, weird
Feel
contraptions.
free to look about while I catch
This
my
place
breath.
is an Arcanist's dream.
Come speak to me when you wish to proceed. And try not to break anything in the meantime.
Nom, 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 nom. Okay.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? Just so. To accept divinity is to accept responsibility for the lives of every person and beast that walks Rivellon. If granted divinity, you would have the power of all 7 gods at your disposal. You could heal any wound, pull islands from the sea, right any injustice.
Mm-hmm.
But make no mistake, the Divine has only one duty: to protect this world from the Void. The Divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the Void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is.
Okay, drop some black root in the bowl, mix it with blood, and...
Ignore any feelings of dizziness. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them.
Quite. Mind you, being...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and drudene oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Okay.
As the smoke swirls about your skull, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
It's the deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Air McGeard. Hall of Echoes, echoes, echoes. Sir Dadums. Oh my.
Bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as you. Another you. It looks haggard and weak, its voice merely a feeble echo of your own.
My child, come. Come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. My child, it is time.
The apparition clasps your face in shaking skeletal hands, and you feel a tingle run through your bones. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color before fading back to their accustomed spectrum.
Time to open the eyes you lost so long ago. Speak the spell and see.
Spirit Vision. Cast a spell regularly to reveal a hidden world of ghosts lingering in the mortal realm. Ooh. Spirit Vision. Should I cast it now? Is that what he's saying? I guess so.
Goth is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Amadia in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you, child? I saved you when the ship went down. I blessed you, made you powerful, and now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. And now you have brought me a gift.
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself as it drains away.
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly, dying does not become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We are battling for our very survival, and we are losing. Should we truly perish, all will be cast into oblivion. Indeed, there is. To save us, you must realize, dear one, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. And once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful. It is a lake, a pool of pure source, containing half the powers of each of the gods. We gave those powers up freely to create the first divine. To bathe in the lake is to become the divine. That is where the road to Divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it, no matter what the cost. I know, sweet child. Do you think I chose you for that fine bone structure alone?
Fine bone structure alone. So the fine bone structure was in fact part of it.
It is important you realize how high the stakes are. The void has never been this strong. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in its powers, but to take them. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. The other gods must bow to you or be undone.
I like the sound of that.
Of course, the others are saying the same to their mortal god-woken as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
But there can be only one.
Ooh, Highlander.
So make no mistake, dear one. The road to divinity may well be paved with dead gods, their blood staining your ivory hands.
Mm-hmm.
But do not let that dismay you. You will save all of existence. You will save your... I will lead you to the lake, my child, but not yet. Not until you have become a true master of the Source. Until you speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught
French?
with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source as only a God-woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, dear child, but if all I had to do was give, you would have received long ago. Although I see that even without my help, you have already managed to channel your source in greater volumes. You have already communed with one of these sage souls, perhaps. I have granted your spirit eyes with which to see the source. Now I shall grant it teeth with which to take it.
Ooh!
Amadia smiles, and you notice for the first time two vampiric fangs glistening beneath her upper lip.
Oh
A
no!
puff of magic envelops you, and you feel an insatiable hunger for source.
Go on. I am here for you. Give in to your hunger. Yes, relish in your lust for power, just as a god should.
I will relish. I will relish it.
Go on, my sweet. Devour me.
Source vampirism. Okay.
Though your spell tore through her like a spear through flesh, Amadia looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with brash ferocity, as I knew you would, my child. Oh, do you still not see? Even though you are a god-woke, let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It is about power, and power
sounds
is
about
not
right.
given. It is taken, with all-seeing eyes and all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of the dead, and now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So feed, my sweet, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the Well of Ascension. No, your soul must grow larger still, your inner self become a vaster expanse, so that it may house your divine power. There are more masters of the Source, more aspects of the Source to learn. The hunt continues, my child.
Go hence, learn, and do not tarry. The void grows stronger with... Go hence, learn...
Okay, I thought she might want to...
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair? Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark skill, but certainly useful.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes. Her breathing is shallow and ragged.
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need more source. You need another master of source, naturally. I just pray the list you stole from the Magisters was long enough.
Whoa, wait a minute.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She
Oh.
seems surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me. I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Such wonders, such powers. I decide to pursue them myself. Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not God-woken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. I try. I burn the root. I breathe the smoke and it burns me back. No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the darkness falls, I cannot cry out. I leave my life behind with a shameful whimper.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead. Vampirism. It is as twisted and cruel as the legends say. But these vampires suck no blood, only source. To consume a being's source is to consume their memories, their loves, their essence, all the echoes of themselves gone. It is worse than death. It is oblivion. What? No! Please! Don't!
The spirit of the apprentice vanishes, her final shriek of terror cut short.
What? You have a duty. Gather more source and complete the ritual.
What's that? Oh. Right, but can I mean, can I do that to anybody? There is a ghost nearby. Ghosts may linger anywhere they have unfinished business. Cast spirit vision regularly to find them. Ooh! Okay. Aww. Oh, come on. No? No, I can't? Okay. Well, shit. Okay.
I might have been wrong about that blood well. Do you stop wasting my time? We need those reports, Captain.
Blessings of the divine upon you, good sir. My husband and I were just sitting down for a picnic under the sun. We haven't much to offer, but would you care to join us? Wonderful. Come, sit. There you go, all cozy. So tell me, are you heading to Arks like we are? Nicholas and I wouldn't miss Lucian's day for the... That's so come, let us break...
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it with Glory and her husband Nicholas. After the meal, you express your thanks and take your leave.
Surrounded by incompetence. I deserve a better place.
Hang on. Before I do.
We need those reports, Captain.
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Oh, come on. Fine. What about this guy? No? Arr.
Worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs.
All right, all right. Oh my goodness. Fine.
Stop till all the world's a waste. You must be delighted by my newest ode. Oh, soon fame, notoriety, neither, or...
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I?
And another thing.
Is the greater good?
You'll know my love.
This world of war and cruelty they created.
Oh, hey now.
All the world's a waste. And signs of...
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her translucent hand, the fingers of which have been sheared off.
My ring! Where's my ring?
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand, utterly, morbidly entranced.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
The spirit stares, absorbing your question. Finally, she points her fingerless hand towards the kitchen. The spirit's lips part, trying to form an answer, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you, unable to find the words. The spirit looks at you with the smallest flicker of realization.
I was still alive when she started cutting pieces off me. She wanted me to feel it.
The spirit inclines her head towards the kitchen. The spirit ponders your question and seems to shiver.
Oh, in many places. I feel my body.
Oh boy.
The Magister's caging anyone up that looks at me.
The humans must prevail.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw him in a hole for all. It's the greater
I do for you. How about a little Amber? My boy Niles' his favourite. He's a physician in the Divine Order. Mother...
I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander. A ghost? Peddle your children's tales elsewhere.
Once I reveal the spirits, are they always going to be there?
Oh, please, Lucian, spare me! Occupied! Oh, unholy hells! Do I sound like I'm alright? What I get? Bloody tainted stew! Made us a little, fish into some of my stew. Bloody mackerel must save me, Lucian! Oh, please, Lucian, spare me! Leave me!
I'll stay out of there, thanks.
Yeah, straight up refusing, huh? Okay.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, I've got eggs to lay.
All right, all right.
All this damn work and nothing to show for it. I might as well have rotted in the death. What's even the
Son of a bitch, Beast, what are you doing? Fuck over here, man.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
A look of recognition part.
What are you waiting?
He rolls his eyes at you, then gets back.
A bold choice.
He raises an eyebrow.
I'll take your order if you're polite, elf.
Ah.
A look of recognition.
What are you?
He rolls his eyes.
A bold choice.
He raises an eyebrow.
It's the greater good.
I don't think you know even a
The bitter march of humans unabated. This world of war and cruelty they created. This shall not stop till all the world's a waste.
The elf beckons you into the back room, a hungry, playful look in her eyes. She comes in close, her breath warm on your face, and thrusts a kitchen knife right into your heart.
Journey forth and tread the proper trail. And shout to all, the humans must prevail.
Can I do for you? How about a little amber? My boy Niles.
Please, I must insist you keep out of my...
fine.
Ready for you? How about a little... We've only got amber ale, I'm afraid. Coming right up, darling.
The humans must prevail!
Damn right. We got a right to live, don't I? Is the greater good?
I don't think you know even a smaller good if it hit you on the arm.
Please, I must insist you...
The cook acknowledges you with a graceful little bow, but keeps her eyes on you the whole time.
There's nothing here for you, brother. You should go back out front, where it's safe.
Your accusation provokes nothing more than a raised eyebrow.
Ridiculous. Then an elf would know whose flesh he's supposedly consumed. Do you know? Yes, Magisters. Filthy, murdering pigs. Pigs eat anything, even each other. Then, when the time is right, they're slaughtered and fed to more pigs in turn. It's how it should be. My closest kin are gone. Their ancestor trees felled. The Magisters took everything from me. I don't want to be lauded. If word spreads of what I've done, the Magisters will swarm all over. I can't let that happen.
There's a carving knife in her hand. You never even saw her pick it up.
I have more work to do, more Magisters to rid the world of. I can't leave any loose threads.
She gives you a long look.
You should have just forgotten all about it.
Earl, come on.
Cooking notes. Wait. There's something wrong with this.
A lifeless elven child is cradled in your arms. Your vision blurs with tears. You look away. To a raised valley below, tendrils of death fog dissipate, revealing a victorious Divine Order army advancing. Humans, Magisters, murderers.
Ah, I see. Killed her kid. Cool. That.
It's ringed. It bears the Magister seal. And there's blood on it.
Well.
Smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
I'll take your order if you're polite, elf.
Same as before, the spirit remains locked.
The ring! It was right here, on my finger.
Something shakes the Magister's ghost from her stupor. Her gaze falls on the ring and brightens.
My ring!
Your words take a long moment to sink in, like they're being translated for the netherworld.
Return it! Home to my brethren!
The spirit smiles at you. If it weren't for the circumstances, it'd be almost heartwarming.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to bitter bunch of humans and a bitter
Right away.
I might have been wrong about that bloody tinkerer, but I won't give up until the real culprit is punished. Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me! What? The bloody cook? It can't be. Whoa, why did Higba have that cook? Well, good riddance to him all the same. He was a thief, and probably a sorcerer as well. As for this cook, do you have any proof?
The Magister snatches the ring from your palm.
This is a conduct award. I presented it to Magister Harrick myself. She was the second one to be taken. The cook's been reported dead. I thought she was another victim, but if she had this...
He shudders in disgust.
And to think she was so near to us, to me, all this time. It seems I owe you my thanks. And a reward.
He holds out a pouch of gold. You try to take it, but he doesn't yet relinquish his grasp. With his free hand...
Keep this ugliness to yourself. I wouldn't want it thought that we Magisters can't solve our own problems without throwing gold about.
He lets go of the pouch and turns away.
Yeah, sure.
To think someone had the nerve to murder Magisters.
I know.
No more disappearances? No more deaths? Elsa, my inkwell is dry.
Chris, state your business to Magister Carver, or else get out. That's all you have to say. You may as well leave me to it then.
Oh! Bloody well good. Alright.
Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, you're safe among friends. Never forget it.
The spirit smiles with contentment. She raises its spectral fingers, now restored. There's a glimmer of what might be a ring on one of them. She vanishes.
Lovely.
What now? I've got a kitchen and a bar to run. Bloody would be. Somebody should have taught her a little decorum.
If you're thinking of eating.
Let me tell you something.
The bitter bunch of humans unabated. If this cruelty they created, they shout and scoff and all the world to waste. And science and all other cultures throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good. Silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed.
A smaller good if it bit you on the arm.
Friends and lovers find your true repose. So journey forth and tread the proper trail. And shout to all, the humans
Stew is good, if you're thinking of eating.
Nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Nah.
Yeah?
Stew is people and people is stew.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw 'em in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
The bitter march of humans unabated. This world of war and cruelty they created. They shall not stop till all the world's a waste. And signs of all other cultures erased.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to
Silver,
hide.
gold, and diamonds now disposed.
You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up.
Friends and lovers find your true
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I?
So
Throw 'em in a
journey
hole for
forth
all I
and
care.
tread
It's the
the
greater
proper
good.
trail. And shout to all, the humans must prevail. The bitter march of humans unabated. This world of war and cruelty
They got nothing to be scared of.
they shall stop till all the world's a waste.
Caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
And signs of
Damn
all
right.
other
I got a right
cultures
to live, don't I?
erased.
Throw 'em in a hole for all I care. It's the greater
Silver,
good.
gold, and diamonds now disposed.
Smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
With friends and lovers find your true repose. So journey forth and tread the proper trail. And shout to all, the humans must prevail. The bitter march of humans unabated.
Telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared
Cruelty
of.
they created.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them
Till all the world's a
Damn
waste.
right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw 'em in a hole
Signs
for
of
all
all
I care.
other cultures erased.
I don't think you know even a smaller good if it bit you
Silver,
on the arse.
gold, and diamonds now disposed. With friends and lovers find your true repose. So journey forth and tread the proper trail. And shout to all, the humans must prevail.
Restoration.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw 'em in a
The bitter march of humans unabated. This world of war and
Stew is people and people is stew.
they shall not
Oh,
stop
that's true.
till all the world's a waste. And signs of all other cultures erased. Silver, gold, and diamonds now destroyed.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Okay.
Friends and lovers find
You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up.
See the cook.
Anyone? No? No ghosts? Ooh, Melody.
Aren't you supposed to be off learning how to become the divine and whatnot?
Oh.
I will remain anchored here until I am needed once again. I wanted some freedom when I was an ant.
you supposed to be off learning how to become the divine and whatnot?
How you holding up?
Oh, wait, come on now. Are you fucking serious? Jesus Christ, there's a lot of these fuckers. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna load. Because that's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ, you guys. Ugh. Burp. Been up since 5 o'clock this morning. Woke up at like 4:45.
How you holding up?
Oh man.
Talk about it.
Of silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed.
I'm telling you, if you've got nothing to hide,
Yep.
Friends and lovers, find your true repose.
Oh boy. Okay.
And tread the proper trail.
Well, let's do this this way.
A prim woman in a starched...
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
The soft lines of her face fold into a warm smile. She sets the glass on the counter and pours you a generous portion of an amber liquor.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for an elf. But all the more impressive. You and my Niles might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? You've still some way to go yet, then. What can I get you in the meantime? You ought to enjoy a little rest while you can. We've only got amber ale, I'm afraid. Can't spare the potato. What can I do for you? How about a little amber? My boy Niles' favourite. He's a physician in the Divine Order. Mother's pride.
The elf beckons you into the back room. A hungry, playful... She comes in close and thrusts a kitchen knife right into your heart.
Silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed. With friends and lovers, find your true repose. So journey forth and tread the proper trail. And shout to all the truth must prevail.
The spirit of a majesty. The spirit pivot.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I could...
The spirit's lit, but it doesn't come. The spirit is towards the kitchen. The spirit look.
I was still alive.
The spirit pond.
Oh.
Hey, Sir Laura's back.
Our shield speaks, Quercus. Prick up your phantom ears.
Please, I must insist you keep out. A ghost.
The cook acknowledges you with a...
There's nothing here for you, brother. You should go back out front, where it's safe.
Your accusation.
Ridiculous. Then an elf would know who. Yes, Magisters! Filthy, murdering. My closest kin are gone. Their ancestor trees felled. The Magisters took everything. My secret would be far safer.
There's a carving knife in her hand.
I have more work to do. More.
She gives you a long look, unsure.
You should have just forgotten.
Yep, we won. Of course we did.
Cooking notes. Wait. Something wrong with this. This ring. It bears the Magister seal. And there's blood on it.
Yeah. Blue.
Same as before.
The ring! It was right here, on my finger!
Something shakes and brightens.
My ring!
Your words take...
Return it! Oh.
The spirit smiles.
I'm telling you, if you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to be scared of.
He gives you the slightest nod of...
What are you waiting for, man?
He rolls his eyes at you, then gets back to...
This world of war and cruelty they created. Divine order to march against the ancient empire.
Milton, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
Right away.
I might have been wrong about that bloody tinkerer. Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me. What? The bloody cook? It can't be. Well, good riddance to him all the same. He was a thief, and probably a sorcerer as well.
The Magister snatches the note and peers at it.
These names, they're the ones who went missing. The cook's been reported dead.
He shudders in dis...
And to think she...
He holds out a pouch of...
Keep this...
He lets go of the pouch.
Bellwether, I need those... No more disappearances? No.
The Magister takes the...
This was a conduct award.
He stoically...
Alright, let's see what I got here.
Belson, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
Right away.
Oh, well. I can sell it anyway.
Wouldn't you like to know?
And pipes of all other cultures erased. Silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed.
The spirit smiles with its spectral...
So journey forth and tread the proper trail.
What now? Got
The humans must
must prevail.
And another thing.
The Dedums!
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to.
Okay,
Stew is good, if you think.
Wow, I can actually, I could drain him. But what to do?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I?
Okay.
Throw 'em in a hole.
Source of vampirism. Beautiful. Alright, now.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Divine order to march against the ancient empire.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Tug, who will?
What'd you like to know?
Do anything that will protect against food poisoning.
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But Void Walking, God knows what to stop that.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
You're nice, and I'm a good dog. Yes, I am. There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it. You be careful now.
Joe's a good swimmer.
I don't think so, kid. Oh, damn it. Forget it. Come on, guys.
Yes.
Let's get out of here. Come on, Fane. Christ on a cracker, man. Oh, this place.
Shush it, Hound.
Whatever. I'm a dog today.
Meet your maker.
What? No, I wanted him to climb it. Not attack them. I didn't even know you could attack the vines.
I'll yield to none.
With the Reaper falling.
Oh, damn it. Here. Ugh. There we go. God damn. Oh yeah, the fire stuck. Slug rush. Forget it.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Brr. Okay.
You recall the eyes of the dwarves, black until death, when they faded to normal.
The air here is heavy, like the deserts before a storm. Let us watch for thunderclouds.
Let us tread carefully. Slowly does it.
How curious. Let us hurry. I should like to find the entity responsible for this.
Sure. See what's over here. Burning Prophet. Let's save.
The statue stands before you in silence. It reaches to the heavens, as if praying for release from its chains.
By the scales of my kin, these torches will not hold a flame.
Here lies Patrick, prophet. He perished in this place, predicting the downfall of Bracchus Rex. That's no way to die. Bracchus was quite the tyrant.
Try something. It always pays to experiment in this game. So I am going to try. Wait. Because the solution may be as simple as you have to ignite them all at the same time. Nope. Okay. Well, it was worth a go. Let's see.
The statue is as still as the air that surrounds.
Nope. Oh my. All right, come on.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I've spotted a trap.
Yes, I see.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Well, he keeps spotting them too late, and I keep running into them. Okay, stop.
blood is ice. The void is here.
Ooh. Alright. Before we go any further, I'm going to save, and I'm actually going to run my dog outside because he needs to go. I shall return, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen.